Hey Minion. So, this video is that I'd rather be a beach rat than not have a fucking personality. Okay, also my dog just barked. Not barked. Burped. So, we're gonna be talking about all of the guys that I used to talk to. So, the only thing is, I'm not gonna talk about the guy I dated because he was actually a really good boy. You're fine. Sorry, guys. So I'm not gonna talk about the guy that I actually dated because he was a really good boyfriend, and I will say I did definitely fumble a little bit. Here's the thing. It just wasn't working out. He's a great guy. He's a great boyfriend. Not exactly my type, but great boyfriend, great personality. Couldn't really keep up with me intellectually, but I don't want to talk about that because it was actually a really good relationship, and it was just not something I want to talk about right now. But I will talk about all the guys that I rejected or who rejected me. So let's first talk about 9th grade. So if you couldn't tell, I wasn't popular in middle school. Shocker, right? But so I never really had experience talking to guys. Never mind. Let's go to 7th grade. Let's go to 7th grade. So in 7th grade, I had 2 guys who liked me the entire year. One guy, we'll call him Hatsune Miku. Hatsune Miku because I had that stuck in my head because my friend from work was like, yeah, we were talking about our shitty music taste, and she goes, yeah, me and my friends go on earbuds and then they see me listening to Hatsune Miku, and I'm like, I haven't heard that before, but period. But the reason I'm calling him that is because he wore an anime hoodie every single day, and it was gray, and it was 2 people making out, and it had Cheeto dust on it. And then he also had, he had 3 hoodies. He had that one, he had a Dragon Ball Z one, and then he had, I don't know, a Champion one, I think, I don't know. And he liked me, and it was December 3rd or something. You know, that Heather song, I still remember 3rd of December. He gave me his sweatshirt on December 3rd, and I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, I don't like you like that, we're just friends. And I was really respectful about it, and anytime I rejected a guy, it's been I am so sorry, that's just not where my feelings are. And he was like, oh, okay. And then for the next month, count it, 4 weeks, and we had the 7-period schedule, so I saw him every single day. So every single day, 5 days a week, he would stare at me and cry. I might be a little overdoing it for the month shit, but I know for weeks this man will stare at me across the fucking room and cry. We were in health class, bitch, and cry. He would sing Choose World out loud. He would go out loud and sing, all girls are the same, and stare at me and cry. See, I don't know what the fuck was up with me in 7th grade, but also the other guy, I knew him from when I was younger. He lives in my neighborhood, and I hung out with him a couple times, and he kept coming over to my house, and I was like, okay, I'm done, and I didn't want to hang out with him anymore, so I was like, I'm grounded. Came up to my house every single day for a month. I will say this one was actually a month. It was from, I remember I carved pumpkins in October, and it was until December until he stopped coming over to my house. And he got new numbers every fucking week. It would not freak me the fuck out because I told him I was grounded and I didn't have my phone, but he would text my number and he'd be like, hey, this is blah blah blah, and then he'd fucking be like, I got a new number, and it was 5 different numbers. I'm like, what the fuck? I kept blocking him. I kept blocking him, and then he would text me on a new number, and I'd be like, oh. I don't know if I just look bad or if it's just my funny faces, but okay, now let's go to 9th grade. So I will say in 9th grade, I didn't have many friends. I didn't talk. I was really just trying to if you can hear my dog right now, she's just sleeping, okay? when I was in ninth grade, I was just trying to find myself. I had just gotten out of a really like abusive like friendship, and like every single person I was friends with in middle school was like so toxic and like hated me, hated each other, hated themselves, and it was just like a really bad situation. And so I didn't have many close people, and my best friend, she wasn't my best friend at the time, but she was like, hey, do you like do you like Roman? Right? Do you like Roman? And I go, I mean, yeah, actually I do. I think he's nice. He's blonde. Like, he seems really nice. And so, she set me up with him. And all summer we talked, but it was really just like, it wasn't hitting. It was not hitting. And, like, I kind of let him on. I will say that I was in the wrong with this one. I let him on. But I will also say that the way he acted when I said I didn't want to date him was crazy. So I kind of just said like, hey, like, we can be friends. Like, I can be your wing woman. Like, you are a really cool person. I like you as a friend. I can't like you as like anything more. Like, this just doesn't work. Months later, so I will say October 13th, have these pulled up. Okay. Yeah, she dumped me. We were only talking. I get it, 2 months, but like, not dating. But in a way, she just kind of like stopped liking me, but it was like, we just want different things. I'm gonna kill myself. That is serious. Like, he goes, it's chill. I'm over her. I'm already looking again. Double rebound. First, it was, I'm not gonna say the name. Now it was Anya. Now it's gonna be that girl from the gym. Let's keep the streak alive. I'm gonna make her regret it. And then he goes, I have some options here. Get with the girl from the gym. Get with girl best friend. Get with girl who has a crush on me, who's basically Anya 2.0, but with a more cuddly personality. Get with Barbella. Get with her friend to piss her off. He did. And the fact that he fucking did, and I showed her these fucking texts, and she still got with him. A little bit of a time change. And then he goes, get with one of my exes. I dumped because I'm toxic. And oh wait, not because I'm toxic. And become a toxic dude, then maybe Anya will like me. That's kind of sad. And then the person who got it said, all those options suck. You are an idiot. And he said, okay, but gym girl, question mark, or Anya 2.0? Anya 2.0 is hot as fuck. Excuse me? The fuck? What? And they're kind of going through it, and she's like, why the all these rebounds make you look so desperate, period. And then he goes, yeah, but Anya 2.0 wouldn't be a rebound or gym girl, I think. I don't know. I don't want to actually say their names. And then she goes, you're literally calling her Anya 2.0. She basically is. But way nicer and cuddlier. We've never even hung up. I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. We've never hung out before. Sorry about my dog barking in the background. I don't know. La-di-da. He's like, I'm gonna go my villain era. And then he has like the villain emoji. Oh, also, he found my stalker from 7th grade. I completely forgot about that. Like, I low-key... Okay. So they go to the same gym that I used to go to. But I need to go back to the gym. But, like, these men are here. So, let's take a trip down memory lane. I found someone equally as douchey as me. Bro, he thinks he's better than everyone. Has to one up you at everything, so he's competitive, which is so cool. So I have a gym bro to compete against. Although he has really strong upper body wise, I beat him in some exercises when it comes to upper body, or vice versa with lower body. He dislikes Anya because of reasons. A lot. He just likes Anya a lot. Sorry. The fuck? In the past, he's homeschooled now, so he can focus on the gym, and we both don't like Anya and have a complex that makes it think that we're better than everyone else and love the gym, so he's a perfect gym bro. Or at least he kind of pisses me off a lot. I didn't ask him about Anya. He doesn't even know that I know her. I'm mainly assuming a lot about him because I was working out with my friend and he started bothering me and my friend, and he was like, oh, I just quit vaping 3 weeks ago, and was talking about how he's been doing great in the gym and being super healthy. So when he asked me if I smoked, I said, oh yeah, he said, oh yeah, my ex and I have smoked before. No, the fuck we haven't. No, the fuck we haven't. I never even hung out with this guy other than a pool party, which we kissed, and then I was like, hey guy, hey, I don't want to be friends with you anymore. No, the fuck we haven't. Spread a lie like that and I'll fucking come for you. I don't know. Wait. Go back. I don't know if your brain was all scrambled from all the Molly you take, but that never happened. Spread a lie like that and I'll fucking come for you. The fuck we have. No, the fuck we didn't. He's trying to act so cool. And like, whatever. And he says it's basically the same thing. He goes, I know that didn't happen, but it's basically the same thing. Blah blah blah. All in an attempt to get him to leave and me and my friend alone, so he'd think that we were like unrespectable stoners. Or something, I don't know, I'm dumb. I said this thinking that he'd leave me alone because he's 14 and he doesn't know Anya. I brushed it off. Then my friend was like, hey, Roman. I'm calling him Roman because of Roman Reigns, the actual like bodybuilder. Not because he's actually buff or anything. He actually did become kind of hot though, but like after this, there's no fucking way I'd ever talk to him again. Yo Roman, you got the forbidden pre-workout, and I was like, yup, Anya left me, and the 14-year-old who kept bothering us said Anya, and then said things about me. This is actually like kind of like a nice thing for him to do. He goes, I lied and shit, but I think the guy who doesn't like Anya because he's a health nut and I'm not a health nut. I think that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it on all the shit that he said about me. But I will say, fuck you to the friend who she literally came up. I told her all about this. She read all those texts. We talked so much shit about it because I was like, I told her in the beginning of the school year about what happened over summer, right? Got these texts, showed her, we talked shit. Next week, I'm talking to Roman. What? Why the fuck would you do that? And then she goes, well, I texted him first. Is that okay? Actually, I don't know. She never even asked me if that was okay. She asked me if they could date. They were already talking. That's fucked up. She's never gonna see this, but that's fucked up. Okay? What the fuck? After reading, I'm gonna out to get with one of her friends to make her mad. Bitch, you have a man bun. Well, not anymore. But you had a man bun. Calm down, bro. What the fuck? Anyways, I was kind of stagnant for a minute. Then I got with my ex, and then me and him broke up. And a little bit after me and him broke up, I started talking to someone who wasn't really his friend, but they knew each other. They were like close-ish. And I knew him from like 9th grade, and this is 10th grade now. And what was I saying? Yeah. And so he was fine as fuck. Another bodybuilder. But he's actually good. Fine. Okay, this man was sculpted. So hot. I wanted him so bad. He was so fine. But he is the reason why this is the title is I'd rather be a beach rat than have no personality. So he was a gym rat, and so I called him that, and then he goes, well, you're a beach rat. Okay. He fucking played me like a fucking violin every single night, got me staying up till 3 in the morning snapping him. I know. And then it was so fucking flirty. It was us both basically showing off how hot we are, and then being like, oh, you're obsessed with me. Oh, you can't live without me. Oh, you love me so much. And then, it was actually kind of great for a minute. Like, it was good for a second. But then, like, he never talked to me in person. And then there's one time I was like, hey, do you want to go to the beach with me and my friends? He said, yeah. Then that same day, not the same day, the day that we were supposed to go to the beach, I was like, hey, you're still coming? He was like, I don't really want to. Like, I have anxiety. Like, that's, and I'm like, bro, I get it. But at the same time, you should have told me. Like, I had to ask you, like, what the fuck? You're just gonna stand me up. Like, that's fucked up. Anyways, that same fucking day, I was at the beach in the daytime like a normal fucking person. That same day, he snaps me a video. He sends me a video of him at the beach. Do you want me to kill you with like... Anyways, a couple days later, I think like a week or two later, like we were just snapping back and forth, and then my best friend, she was like, hey, like, I think he might be leading you on, because he, like, just got out of this relationship, like, la-di-da. And, like, at the same time, I was like, oh, wait, he might be. And so then I texted him, I was like, hey, are we just friends, or is there something more? Because I just want to keep my options open. That's what I said. I literally was like, hey, we're friends, right? And, like, this actually gets me so mad. I was literally like, we are friends, right? Like, I want to keep my options open. I just want to make sure. Left me on delivered. Viewed my story, didn't text me for 2 days, DM'd me on Instagram being like, hey, I thought we were just friends. Yeah, that's what I was asking you, you dumb fucking bitch. And so I was like, yeah, I was just making sure about that, and I literally haven't talked to him since, but he followed me again on Instagram the other day, and so I had to start making this video. But I will say, the reason why I'd rather be a beach rat than have no personality is because we wouldn't talk about anything. There was like nothing we talked about. He would tell me like shit about like carbohydrates and like protein and like how to gain muscle mass and how much he wanted to fuck his best friend. He didn't say that, but he loved his best friend so much, and I knew his best friend because his best friend was my friend's, well, kind of acquaintance's boyfriend, and they had recently broke up, and then apparently him and his girlfriend broke up, and they do everything together, and they go to the gym together, and he's his only friend, and la da da da, and I want to fuck him so bad. And yeah, and so like one time we were talking, and then like he was showing me his food, and I'm like, that looks absolutely nasty. And he goes, yeah, no, I don't care about the taste. What? And he also basically called me fat. Oh my god, both guys called me fat. Both guys called me fucking fat. So he called me fat because he was like, oh man, I couldn't eat all that sugar because I was eating crumble and like pizza, and I was like, okay, well, at least I have some taste in my life. I don't eat tuna from a can. Like, fuck. And then the other guy, Roman, right, we were on call. Right, we were on the phone, we were FaceTiming. I don't know, somehow my weight came up, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like this much, I weigh this much. And he's like, oh, I could bench press you. And I go, yeah, do it. Because I was like, oh, this could be hot. He's gonna be moaning and groaning. I know. But then he's like, he's doing it. He goes, ugh, ugh. And he's like, he's struggling. He's struggling to get the shit up, right? And I'm kind of like watching that. I'm like, I don't weigh that much. I don't weigh that much. And then he takes it down, and he goes, whew. He goes, whew, I'm sweating. You're kind of heavy. I'm gonna say this. I weigh less than 100 pounds. And I weigh less in that time period than I do now. next guy. So I personally, like, me and guys, it's that intimacy thing. Like, I just low-key, I can't. I have to know you, bro. I have to know you, bro. And so there's this guy, we'll call him Trevor because it's similar to his name. And so me and Trevor were talking for a minute, and I liked him, but it was like I couldn't shake the fact that he looked photoshopped. Like, his jawline looked photoshopped. He looked wrong, and it was really bad, and it was also like low-key kind of dumb. And that's okay. Like, is it though? And so yeah, I just ghosted him. I feel kind of bad. Yeah, we had plans. Well, we didn't have plans to go to the movies, but we kept being like, yeah, we should go to the movies together. And then I just kind of ghosted him. And I was like, anyways, let's talk about the last guy I talked to. So in my other video, I was like, yeah, there's like one or two guys that like actually didn't want me, and that was Jim Bro, and then the guy I'm about to talk about. This one is fucking embarrassing, and I want to know if anyone from my school ever finds this fucking account. I want you to know I was on something. I was not there. I wanted a summer fling. I really just wanted a summer fling. And if you know who I'm talking about, shut the fuck up. No, the fuck you don't. No, the fuck you don't. No, you don't. Because this was so embarrassing. Because I was just going through it. I just wanted someone to make out with. That's it. That is it. And so I was texting him because I was like, okay, good music taste. I thought he was fine. Looking back, but he's mid. He's in a happy relationship now. But like, I was texting him and like he was obviously not wanting to text me. Obviously not wanting to text me, and I was just like, I'm in love. And so then I was like, hey, I was just wondering if you wanted to hang out sometime. And he's like, yeah, no. And he was really polite about this, but like every time I think about it, I want to sew my body inside out and kill myself. Because it was so fucking obvious why he didn't like me. And during this time, he was actively talking to someone else. And like, so happy for them. They're actually like the cutest couple I've ever seen. And I would be so much more happy for them if I didn't fucking do that. I would be free if I didn't do that. Now, every single time I see him or any of his friends, I'm like clutching my pearls. Because it's like, I was off one. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Please have a star. Please. It was so embarrassing. So embarrassing. And that was the last guy I talked to. Actually, it wasn't, but the other guy I talked to, it wasn't for real or anything. I really didn't like him. He looked like Kanye West. Like young Kanye, not him now. But I don't know, it just didn't work out, and that's okay. But yeah, other than that, that's my relationship stories. I thought they were gonna be more interesting. I probably could dive deep on like my ex, or like the guy who stalked me, who actually double stalked me. He stalked me in 7th grade and then he stalked me this year. But you gotta like and comment down below if you want another video. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope that was interesting enough, because that was a hard time for me. That was a really hard time for me to go through. And hey, I hope you know we're just friends. Yeah, you know. No, you know that, right? Yeah, okay. Anyways, great video. I think that's it. I hope you have a great day, night, whenever you're watching this. And I'm gonna go cry in a corner. So, bye.